This is an alternate assignment for the Type Tool worksheet for any student who needs extra support getting started. We are going to click search for anything in the search bar, and we are going to open Adobe Illustrator. Type Adobe Illustrator in your search bar. If you have downloaded it, it will appear. It'll say Adobe Illustrator. You will click on that and it will open the program, and it will look like this. When the program opens, we are going to look at the left and we're going to click Create New. This is going to help us make a new document. We are going to make a small document on a regular letter size piece of paper. I have made recent documents, so it has them here. Yours might be blank. If you scroll over to Print and click on Print, we're going to select Letter, and where it says Untitled, we are going to put our last name, underscore, shift minus, first initial, so your name, and then we are underscore, shift minus, type. So this is going to be our type document. We are going to change the units from points to inches, and then we are going to leave everything else the way it is and click Create. Our document is going to pop up. It may take a minute. When the document opens, it will look like this. We will have our tools on the left. They may be in one line like this, or they may be in two lines like this. This little arrow at the top will help you organize your tools. On the top, we have the menu bar, File, Edit, Object, Type, Select, Effect, View, Window, Help. Then we have different ways that the screen can be set up, different windows. I like it set up like this. Then we have a workspace. I like Essentials Classic. It may look like this, and that is very simple, but there's no control bar, so I go here and I put it on Essentials Classic. That is how I set it up. Then we have a panels on the right. What you are going to do first is you are going to click on the Type tool. The shortcut is T, and I am going to click once and let go, and I am going to change the text to my name. I am going to zoom in by clicking on the magnifying glass and zooming in. I can edit my type by clicking on the Type tool and highlighting it. And I can type my name. So, nombre, or name. I can select that type and I can make it bigger. I can double left click and get a cursor, and I can adjust my type by clicking on the fonts. The fonts are up at the top. Myriad Pro is the default. You can choose any font that you like. You can change the color of your text. Click on the black arrow V. Change the black to color. Double click fill. Change to a color. The stroke, we can click on the stroke, is on top, double left click, and I can change to an outline border color, the stroke. I can make the stroke bigger here, that's too big, smaller here. Over on the right, I can change the color to here and here. I can change the color here I can change the color here, tints light and dark. I can change my swatches. I can change it up here. Okay, so we have all of these options for your name. We are going to copy, select, hold down Alt, A-L-T, click, and drag. Now I have two. Double left click, or click on the type tool and change the font. Now I have a different one. The stroke looks bad with this font, so get rid of the outline with no stroke, or click here for no stroke, or click here for no stroke. So none. So I have this. Let's do this one more time. If you hold down H key, you can move your document. Control minus, zoom out. Control plus, zoom in. Let's select. Hold down Alt, copy. Now let's change the font again. Click on the type tool, click, select, the menu bar, change the font, change the color. Now let's create outlines. Right click, create outlines. Now it is no longer text, it is an object that is made with paths and anchor points. Right click, ungroup. Now it is separate shapes. Can resize. You can hover over the corners and you can rotate. If you click on the letter all by itself and everything else gets grayed out, you're in isolation mode. Hit escape and it goes back. I can no longer change the font because this is an object. It is a shape. It is not a text. So I cannot change the font, but I can individually recolor each letter. And I can copy and make a design. Alt, 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 Alt. I can delete objects by selecting and dragging over them and then hitting delete. Now I'm going to make a design out of my name. Like this. I can zoom out, control minus. I can experiment with different fonts and different ways of arranging my name. I will save, file, save as, type, so last name underscore first initial underscore type, type Adobe Illustrator, click save. In my documents folder, a window pops up. I click OK. And now I can add that to Google Classroom to turn in for my type tools worksheet. That is steps 1 through 3 of the type tool worksheet.